almost heaven, West Virginia, Flores Mountains, and the I don't know, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze, turn it on, take me home to the way I belong, West Virginia, I'm gonna take me home. One good thing about music, when it hits, it doesn't hurt. Just like all one. Dear my sister, my dear friends and audience, music is found in every culture. Very distinctly through time and space is in the past. You see, there are different populations have different kind of music form. Even the isolated groups have their own form of music. This may happen in period that music is very old form, even older than this may have been said that it's more than 55,000 years old. You might be thinking that why I'm telling about the history of music? Because there's a reason behind it. Music has an impression on us. It's a kind of expression, it's a divine theory which affects us. And we even not aware that how much it affects us. So I'm going to talk about the effect of music today on people and animals or plants. But before going into that, I would ask you that how many of you encountered the divinity of music? Please show your hands. Everyone is. And that's the beauty of music, right? These studies show that our brain is totally captivated, having a different impression that our total brain, which is hypothalamus, which is cerebellum, sensory cortex, every part of brain, left, right, center, is totally captivated. And this is just because of the fact that there are many studies happen on music, how it impacts. Now let's know about the importance of music on our brain, how the brain acts when the music like bad or happy or sad music happens with us. A study says that when a bad music or a sad music happens and when the people are exposed to it, they may have taken it very wrongly on their brain. And what happened with that? The impression created a dullness in them. Now one more study which tells me that how it works on your creativity. And that's not a study, that's a fact now. So it says that there is a sweet spot in brain for the creativity when it comes to the music, when you listen to the music. And there are different forms of music which brings the creativity in you. But it is advisable, go with the sweet, moderate music if you want to be more creative. And more interestingly, what they know, there is a relation with the emotions. There are two kinds of emotions they found. One is perceived and another one is felt. So perceived is something, you're listening to music or you're watching a movie and all of a sudden you perceive that there is a horror scene coming. It happens, right? Why? Because you started perceiving because of the background music which they play. And the felt, which is another form, that kind of expression, when you just listen to any kind of music, you start feeling love. You start feeling more motivational, isn't it? Don't feel that. That happens, right? And you're amazed to know that people are there, they can tell you that what kind of personality you possess. How? Just listening to your songs. And it's true, believe me. And how it happens, you know, that study which is now fact says that if you're listening to jazz, hip-hop, or blues, you're more creative. You're more extrovert. You're an outgoing person. But when you listen to classic, you are expressive, but you endure. And sorry to my friends those are listening to heavy metal. They're not hard-working as per the studies. Right? But they are more expressive. They are genuine. And that's the effect of music in our life. Because we always surrounded with these 7 sounds which creates this whole universe with a lot of music around. Isn't it? Even not on human, it affects animals. You may have heard that cows are getting more milk when exposed to some kind of music. Isn't it? And also, you may have heard that trees are growing too fast because exposed to some kind of music. It happens. And that's the beauty of music. I would say that whenever you feel lethargic, just listen to music. your expression, what kind of music you want to listen. But that's the way it works on your brain. Sometimes you don't know even what is happening with your psychology, your unconscious and conscious brain, how it works on the music. That's the beauty of music. So I always remember one word which was said by Einstein. I want to say here that music is an expression which is because of the God, which is divine. No one can understand, no science understands, right? And he said once, which is true fact, that if I were not a physicist, I would be listening to music day in and day out. And I believe that everyone should do that, because that's the way we are gifted with one nice thing, that is music. It is the only one thing that makes you listen to it, right? Thank you.